Okay, I have my differential pressure pneumatic transmitter connected up. On the back side, I have my supply connected up over to the 20 psi fixed regulator output. My output side, I have it going to this 0 to 15 psi gauge. And the high side of my transmitter, I have it going to my adjustable inches of water column, my calibrated gauge. You can see that right now I have 100 inches of water column being applied to it. My output is low just a little bit. So I'm going to have to move my span. Since I'm putting in my upper range value to the high side of my transmitter, I need to change my output. Like I said before, you take a common blade screwdriver, you stick it in behind that little threaded bar, and since I need to go down on my pressure a little bit, I would go up on my adjustable fulcrum point. And if I'm looking at it head on, if I'm looking at it perpendicular, which you should to a pressure gauge, I'm reading 15 psi now. Since I had to make an adjustment on the span, I need to go check my lower range. So I'm going to take all the pressure off, tap it because of hysteresis, and now I'm showing that I'm a little bit high on my 0. So I will get on my 0, decrease the output. I don't know if you can see that very well on the gauge, but my output is actually going down a little bit until I read 3 psi. Make sure I knock all the hysteresis out of it. I want an accurate reading over here. Okay, there I am at 3 psi. So now I'm going to go back to my upper range value, my 100 inches of water column. There we go, there's 100 inches. And if I look at my pressure gauge over here, I'm slightly a little bit above it. So if I want the output to go down, I'm a little bit high right now. I'm going to move this span nut, I'm going to move it up. It will be the inverse of what I want it to do to the output. So I'm going to take the pressure off of it, move it slightly, check what happens to my output. And it did go down to 15. So now I'm going to put 0 inches of water column on it. That, and I am just a hair off on my 0 now. There we go. And I will repeat these steps until I get it calibrated to where there's no adjustment needed either on the span or the 0 itself. And there we go. We are calibrated. And that's it.